A long time ago, in a kingdom called Eldoria, which was nestled between mist-covered mountains, there lived a young prince named Aragor. Aragor was known for his courage, but he carried a heavy burden. The kingdom was rumored to be plagued by a fearsome dragon named Drahlok. He was told stories of the fearsome creature that lived in the Valley of Lost Souls, in a deep, dark cavern on the side of a mountain peak in the land of Aragor. He was told the legend of the fearsome beast with scales as black as the night, teeth as sharp and long as swords, eyes of fury, and a breath of fire like lava from a volcano. He heard bedtime stories from his parents ever since he was a young child. With the dragon that terrorized the land, it burnt houses to the ground and devoured livestock and turned people to ash. The story was a feared legend among the villagers for generations, though no one he had spoken to had dared set eyes on the fearsome beast. One day, Prince Aragor, fueled by the desire to prove himself and protect his people, embarked on a perilous journey to confront Drahlok. He was past a magical ancient sword called the Sword of Eldoran, which had been used in battles by brave men and rulers for generations. It was a true honor to behold such a mighty weapon. Armed with the sword and a map to guide the way, he put aside his fears and set off on the long and arduous journey to the Forbidden Mountain, where the fearsome dragon resided in its deep, dark, cavernous lair. The journey led him through dense forests, vast deserts, and treacherous mountain peaks, mirroring the labyrinth of his inner fears. After many weeks, he arrived at the Valley of Lost Souls. As he ventured deeper through the dark and foreboding forest, a deep, dark fear started to overcome him like the clawing fingers of the blackest night. At the end of a long, winding mountainous path, the prince found the cavernous entrance to the dragon's lair. A grey mist enveloped the entrance, and a dark, foreboding fear gripped his heart like a vice. Setting his fears aside and armed with the mighty sword, he descended into the cavernous depths. The cave seemed to come alive with menacing shadows. The flickering torchlight cast eerie shapes on the damp walls, and the prince's heart pounded in his chest. The legends of the dragon's ferocity filled his mind, each step echoing the whispered warnings of the villagers. Suddenly, the cavern opened into a vast chamber, and there, in the dim light, Aragor beheld Drahlok, a massive creature with scales as dark as the midnight sky, its eyes gleaming with an unsettling intensity that seemed to pierce through his very soul. Aragor gripped his sword, ready to face the terror that haunted his people. But as he locked eyes with Drahlok, a strange realization washed over him. The dragon was shackled by chains, its wings clipped, and its eyes suddenly filled with sorrow. Confused and wary, Aragor cautiously approached the dragon, and to his surprise, the creature spoke. "I am not the monster they believe me to be, young prince. I am bound by a curse, trapped in these chains and in this form. Will you hear my story?" Intrigued, Aragor lowered his sword and nodded. Drahlok unfolded a tale of ancient magic and betrayal. "I was a protector of the lands, and an evil king had a witch put a spell on me. I was once a wise and noble creature that was cursed for crimes I did not commit. The only way to break the evil spell is an act of compassion and to break the chains that hold me captive," said the dragon. Aragor, torn between his duty to protect his kingdom, trusting the dragon, and the realization that the creature may not be the monster he once believed, pondered deeply. In that moment, he felt a surge of compassion for the imprisoned creature. Without hesitation, he decided to set Drahlok free. The prince raised his sword high above his head and with one mighty swing broke the chains that bound the dragon. Suddenly, a blinding light enveloped them both. When the light subsided, Aragor found himself standing not in a dark cave, but in a vibrant meadow. Drahlok, no longer a fearsome dragon, transformed back into a wise and benevolent being. He looked at Aragor with gratitude and said, "You, Prince Aragor, have broken the curse with an act of compassion. I thank you from the bottom of my heart and for believing in me. You are a true hero, and from this day on, I will be your trusted friend and companion," said the dragon. In that moment, Aragor realized that true bravery was not found in the swing of a sword, but in the capacity to understand and show compassion, even to those perceived as adversaries. To not listen to other people's judgments of others, to communicate, listen, and come from a place of true understanding and compassion. From that day forward, Prince Aragor and Drahlok became inseparable companions. Together, they soared through the skies, exploring the vast kingdom, righting wrongs and helping others. The once feared dragon became a trusted friend, and tales of their adventures spread far and wide. The people of Eldoria soon realized that the true magic lay in the unlikeliest of friendships, and the legend of the prince and the dragon became a story of compassion, overcoming fears, breaking curses, not judging others based on false opinions, and also discovering the extraordinary bonds that can form between the most unlikely allies. And so, Prince Aragor and Drahlok continued their adventures, reminding the world that sometimes it takes a courageous heart to see beyond the scales and wings, finding kinship where others only saw fear. If you enjoyed this tale, then please watch the video above too for more adventures in wisdom and inspiration. If you like our content and would like to see more, we post long-form videos every week, so please make sure you subscribe to be the first to watch the new episodes. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and share to help our new channel grow and improve. If you made it this far, well done, and a big thank you from my heart. Please have a wonderful week, and we'll see you soon for another adventure. Take care and be safe.